Hello, my lovely learners out there. You are once again welcome to our virtual learning class. Today we have what? Mathematics. We have mathematics, and we are still under what? Numbers. We are still under what? Numbers. Today we are going to look at what? Number combination. We're going to look at what? Number combination. That is what? Different numbers with the same what? Sum. How to combine what? Different numbers to get the same what? Sum. Okay? Good. Now let's look at the objective. So at the end of the lesson, we will be able, or we should be able to do what? To combine different numbers to get the same what? Sum. At the end of the lesson, we should be able to combine different what? Numbers to get what? The same sum. Good. Let's look at our starter for the day. Now the starter says identify the property of basic operation used below. In our previous lessons we talked about what? Properties of basic operation. So in the question the starter is telling us to identify. Now before we do that, what do? This is the starter. So this we try to do to expand it. Okay, well look at this. We try to do to expand it. So we have what? 2 times what? 3 into bracket. Then we bring our plus because the operation is what? Addition. Then we are distributing. So 2 times what? 2. Good. Now when we come here, we have our 2 times. Then okay. Then we have what? 3 plus what? Plus 2 will give us what? 5. This will be equal to that 2 times 3 will give us what? 6. Then we bring the operation sign, which is addition. Then 2 times 2 will give us what? 4. Okay, will give us 4. Very good. Now 2 times 5 is what? 10. Then 6 plus 4 is also what? 10. So when we look at this, let's look at we should identify the properties of operation. So when we look at this, you can see that here, when we come here, we are distributing the 2 to all. Look, 2 is outside here. But when we come here, the 3 is having its 2, this 2 is having its 2. So we can see that it is a distribution. And then we have the operations, we have multiplication and what? And addition. So the property used here is what? Distributive property. We have what? Distributive property of multiplication over addition. Yeah. Now, previous lesson we learned that distributive property is you have two operations. That is distributive property over addition and distributive property over subtraction. So if this place is supposed to be minus or subtraction, then it's going to be what? Distributive property of what? Of multiplication over subtraction. But because it is addition, we say distributive property of what? Addition. We learned that in distributive property, one side is 3, the numbers are 3, but the other side the numbers are what? 4. So this is telling us that it's what? Distributive what? Property. Then the operation and multiplication and what? And addition. Good. Now let's look at what we are coming to look at today. Let's see what we are coming to look at today. Today we have what? Number combination. That is what? Different numbers with the same what? Sum. So now say find the combination of what? 3 numbers from 1 to 3 up to what? 9. That will add up to what? We have 15, 12, 18, and what? 16. Okay, good. So we are going to find different numbers from the list here, from the set. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now when we come here, This one will be equal to, we look for numbers that when we add will give us what, 15. So somebody can say, okay, I'm taking 10 plus 3 plus what, 2. The only thing is that, the only difference is that don't repeat one number twice in the same place. For example, let's say somebody will say, I have 6, okay. Okay, let's say someone will say 7 plus 4 plus 4. No, we are repeating the 4 twice. No, okay. You repeat the number also only appear once. So we have 10 plus 3 is what, 13 plus 2 is what, 15. Okay, that's for somebody. Then somebody too can say, okay, I'm using 8 plus what, plus 4 plus what, plus what, 3. Hey, sorry. Yeah. Somebody to see is using that. You see? Somebody will also use 8 plus 4 plus 3. And we still get the same 15. Okay? You see? Good. You see a number combination. You are combining different numbers. Investigation with numbers. You are still investigating with numbers. This is 15. How can we get 15 by combining different numbers? Then another person to say, okay, let me use 2 plus 1 plus 12. You still get the same 15. Okay, you can continue like that. Good. Now let's look at the next example. Let's look at the next example. Now 12. So give me some number that we can add to get 12. Good. The first person will say, I'm using 6 plus 4 plus 2. 6 plus 4 give us 10 plus 2 give us 12. Okay. Then maybe Mohammed Anand to also say, okay, me I'm very fast, so I'm using 9 plus 2, okay, plus 1. You see how fast somebody is, Mohammed. So when you just add this one to this, making 10, then add it to you get this one 12. Okay. Then Ampo, Emmanuel to say, I want to down for Mohammed to do this. So you understand? It's okay. Me, I'm using 7 plus what? So you're using 7 plus 4 plus what? Plus 1. 7 plus 4 plus 1. When you add this to the 7, you get 11 plus 1, you get what? Your 12. You see, you are combining different numbers by the same sum. Good. Let's look at the next one. It's 18. 18. So who Hillary will say, let me use 9, then plus. She's using 9 plus what? Plus 5 plus 4. When we add 5 plus this to give us 14 plus 4 give us 18. We are combining different numbers, but you see that 9 is a different number, 5 is a different number, and 4 here is also a different number. Then somebody to say, okay, I'm using 10. Kofi says he's using 10. A 10 plus what? Kofi 10 plus what to give you the 18. And then he say 10 plus 5 plus what? 3. See, when we add this to give us 15, plus 0 will give us 18. See, we are getting the same thing. And this will show that you are not copying, but when you use one number for all, that means we are copying. That is why we are investigating for numbers. Now, okay, the next person to say, I can use 6. Okay, I'm using 6 and plus 6 plus what? Plus 9. Okay, then plus what? 3. See, when we add all, this part will give us 15 15 plus 3, 18. You see, we are getting the same one, 18. Now let's look at our last example. That will give you something to try for me. Okay, we are going to try 17 for me at home. Try that one for me. Then let's look at this. 16. 16. Okay, somebody will say, let's say 8 plus what? Okay, plus 5 plus 3. We'll add this to this to give us what? 13 plus 3 will get what? 16. Then somebody to also say that, okay, let me go this way. We'll go 7 plus what? Plus 5 plus what? Plus 4. You see? 7 plus 5 plus 4. When we add this to this, it will give us what? 12 plus 4 will give us 16. Then somebody to also say, okay, it's adding 4. Sorry. It's adding 4 plus what? Plus 8. 4 plus 8. Oh, sorry. 4 plus what? Plus 10. Plus what? Plus 2. You see? So this will give us 14. Plus this will give us what? 16. Good. Now I'll allow you to do what? To try this one for me. So try this one. Get 3 different numbers. To combine them to get 16. Good. All too soon, we have come to the end of today's lesson. Until we meet again, I say bye bye.